look tight. What's in the sack? Oh, it's trouble tonight. Leveling up with the crew by my side. Funky gamers grooving, let's enjoy the ride. Pixel warrior swag on blast. Combo chain so smooth, we're built to last. Check the leaderboard, is that on top? It's the funky squad, we'll never stop. Gaming ain't easy, but we make it look tight. What's in the sack? Oh, it's trouble tonight. Leveling up with the crew by my side. Funky gamers grooving, let's enjoy the ride. Pixel warrior swag on blast. Combo chain so smooth, we're built to last. Check the leaderboard, who's that on top? It's the funky squad, we'll never stop. Gaming ain't easy, but we make it look tight. What's in the sack? Oh, it's trouble tonight. Leveling up with the crew by my side. Funky gamers grooving, let's enjoy the ride. Pitches and codes, we know the game. Skilling so hard, they remember our name. Respawn, reload, we don't back down. Funky kings and queens, we wear the crown. Oh yeah! Gaming ain't easy, but we make it look tight. What's in the sack? Oh, it's trouble tonight. Leveling up with the crew by my side. Funky gamers grooving, let's enjoy the ride. Let's enjoy the ride. Heard a Foxy in the house. Oh snap! Oh yeah! Carrie's got the joy.
What is up, everybody? It is Tuesday night. Hide the kids and find out where your moms are at, because guess what time it is? It's time for another episode of Gamin Ain't Easy. Welcome to episode 23, the holiday hangover free all. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get the crew in. First off, the chat is popping off like fucking crazy. We got Wes and we got Noob. We got Talos. Got more guys pouring in as we all get started. What is up, everybody? Hopefully y'all are feeling good tonight. Hopefully the crew is feeling good tonight. And first and foremost, let's get the Xbox Lover 69 on the stage. How you feeling, Mr. Xbox Lover?
I feel really great tonight, I'm telling you.
Oh, you gotta love it, man. Gotta love it. You feeling good? You're feeling ready to go?
Oh, hell yeah, I'm ready to go.
Awesome. Glad to hear it. Always glad to hear it. And let's get the beast from the east, You're Wicked Hot. Let's get him in the room right now.
What's up, boys? What's up, chat? And how about we start the night off with can I get a oh yeah?
And oh yeah. I did. That wasn't the were you trying for the Macho Man there?
No, it was the oh yeah. And it's
Oh
more
yeah.
Talos' thing.
Oh yeah.
Talos' thing. He'll know.
Okay.
Oh,
All right. Well, cool.
And
Cool. And first off, I'm gonna do a little bit of gloating here real quick. Because the Bears beat
The
Green
Bears.
Bay. And it was funny. I was talking to some guys at work about it. For anybody who gives a shit about football, but I'm happy because I'm a Chicago fan and I'm a Chicagoan. But I turned the game off at 6 minutes left of the game in the fourth quarter because we were down by like 11. I got so disgusted. I'm like, we should be able to put this game away. Shut it off. I was done. And then all of a sudden, I started hearing what sounded like gunshots. It didn't sound like fireworks at first. I'm like, the fuck's going on? And then I hear people, there's commotion, there's yelling, and I'm muting the TV, and then it struck me, and I turned to the wife, and I says, I bet the Bears just won the game. I clicked the ticker on, and sure as shit, they pulled it off from behind. So let's go Bears. Bear down, baby. And go ahead.
Dude, as a Patriots fan, I watched that game, and I had a similar reaction. I was like, I watched the game progress, like, almost basically through the whole third quarter, and I was just like, there's a chance. I was like, but I was doing things. I was walking in and out of the room. And then there became a moment where the game was so close in the fourth quarter that I was like, I got to stop doing what I'm doing. I got to sit down and I sat down right at the kitchen table and just watched the TV as I was eating something. I was like, they can do it. I was like, if they don't fuck it up, they can do it. And I was so happy, dude, when they won, because I just wanted them to beat Green Bay.
And and I will always say, I will gloat anytime the Bears beat Green Bay, and we did it twice this year. And just to see the salty Green Bay fans just crying about our quarterback and all of that, whatever, man. I don't care. But that's about where we'll go with that, because it was good stuff. And I just had to say, I'm going to gloat a little bit. I'm going to gloat. It's the first time we've been in the playoffs in a while. I don't think it's going to amount much to anything. I don't think that as a team we can put it away right now. I think we're coming awake in the fourth quarter is nice, but definitely not something that needs to happen all the time. You need to play steady all the damn time. So, but anyway, well, let's get off of football for a minute and let's get back into what this show is about, and that is video games. And then we see Venom Dave in the room, hockey fan in the room. We got just everybody popping in, and we got a man who brought us all together. He just popped in. Let's welcome him to the stage right now. Mr. Nuke. How the hell are you?
Boom, boom, kaboom. Things couldn't be better, and I'm in the room. Good to see you guys. Proto Xbox Lover 69. What the heck?
We love you. We love you, dude.
Is this like a new arch nemesis for Game Pass, man?
No, this is Game Pass, man.
He's going to be
we love you too,
shot
guys.
man in June.
Yeah, man. It's good to be here. Thanks for the sending the bat signal. I wasn't really doing a whole lot tonight. So, I'm glad to jump in.
Cool.
Speaking of NFL playoffs, yeah, baby, my 49ers pull off the comeback. Woo!
The
There we go.
69ers.
Nothing better than the 69ers down there. In the
69ers. That would be a better name for them, yeah. 69ers.
Yeah. But definitely, so far the playoffs are looking like your story of comebacks. So that's always nice for people who enjoy it. So it's always a good thing. Well, first off, I guess before we get into what everybody's been playing this week, Mr. Nukem, because we already know you already made the announcement. Go ahead and just share with everybody in the chat here too. You just made an announcement about something that you're going to start doing here soon. Why don't you tell everybody about it?
I did, and a few people that are in the chat were obviously here during the surprise announcement. It kind of came out of the blue. It's not really unexpected. I'm sure a lot of you guys have probably wondered, it was a matter of not, if Nuke come back, it's a matter of kind of when. So I did a lot of thinking about, this podcast and things, and, and I think, as much as I'd like to have a panel, and I'm not ruling out a panel, I think for the first while, I want to start the show solo. And the reason behind it, like I said last night on the stream, was that solo, I get a chance to keep things sort of like on point, and I keep it within a timeline, and keep the flow going, so to speak. And as well, then, bottom line is I can really find out who wants to follow my channel, who really supports me and who doesn't, because sometimes, panels can always be iffy, because there's sometimes you're going to have panels where everybody that I've ever had on a podcast has been absolutely phenomenal. You guys included. I wouldn't have asked you to be a part of Gaming After Dark and all that stuff if it wasn't that way. But sometimes, you can kind of get divided on things, and you can divide your audience, and some people leave you and some people support you and blah, blah, blah. And, they don't like this person, you don't like that person, and then there's chemistry issues. There's all that sort of stuff, but we all know about that. But regardless, starting on February 1st, 10 a.m. in the morning, and this was the biggest part of it, is doing it on Sunday morning. Now, I know I'm going to tread on a couple of toes, and unfortunately, I'm sorry. I looked at all the days and the times, and you guys know me. A lot of the reason my evening podcasts haven't worked for the best, because evenings can be tough, right? Trying to find, by the time I get home from work, and I'm on the West Coast, so you guys are already late or early, right? So you guys are already started 2 hours in, and it's tough because, I've been asked to be on podcasts in the past, and it's like, man, by the time we start at like 6 Eastern, it's like 4 o'clock. Why are you going to duck out of work for 2 hours early to be on a podcast? I I got to make money, right, to support this habit.
Right. Yeah.
So Sunday morning just makes sense. I think 10 a.m. is great. That means it's 10 a.m. for you guys on the East Coast. It's 8 a.m. for me. 8 a.m. is a little bit better than my Good Morning Xbox used to be, because I used to start that one at 7. So 10 is good. And that also allows people like Talos, and allows a lot of the people, because oddly enough, I've got a lot of support from the UK. And that allows for them to come on and be a part of the show. And we know that's one thing that's never changed with me, no matter how many podcasts I've had, is that I like to make the audience feel like they're part of the show. And, you know, and as long as I stay small, that is always my intention, you know. And even if my channel should, you know, find some moderate success and I get a little bigger, I never forget where it came from. I don't forget who gave me the start. I don't forget the people that have helped me along the way. And I certainly don't forget all of the amazing chat people that are here, that have supported me from day one and all the way up through, like all of you guys. And like I said, the chat, who are absolutely amazing. So, yeah, I'm going to try this, and I think it's going to be good. And it's going to be a multi-platform podcast, and it's going to steer clear of sort of the negative side of gaming. I really want to focus on, no, not to sound like another kumbaya kind of guy, but I really want to focus on the good stuff. There's enough good stuff in gaming, no matter what's going on with the companies, that we can chat about great games and great deals, like, you know, great game deals and stuff like that. And, you know, this is where I can bring in Perry's expertise to you, you know, because, you know, as a store owner, like, you know, he can be giving me heads up on great deals and great buys, and, you know, websites and stuff that people should hit up to get their latest and greatest games. And I think by covering everything, I leave nobody out in the cold. I'm not here to shit on Xbox or PlayStation or Nintendo. I just kind of want to have a fun podcast that's quick, easy, in and out on a Sunday morning, get the news in, get some opinions in, you know, based on the way that I articulate things, and bring in some great guests. And hopefully, if the podcast does well enough, you know, and the respect is there, and maybe eventually I can certainly bring in more developers, whether it starts out as small indie guys to bigger ones, and bring them in and put spotlight on some of their great games. And so that's the mission, man. And again, yesterday the support was overwhelming. The people that came out and checked out the show, the people that caught it on the replay, the excitement was there. I could feel it. And like I said, I'm just happy to be back. And sorry to rant and rave, but I am really excited, and I'm excited to bring you guys on. I guarantee you, as I sit here, you will be definitely guests on the show. And you know, if you got some great news that you want to share, like, you just send me the hey man, Noof, I got some stuff I want to chat about, some cool stuff that's going on at gaming, and you'll be more than welcome to pop in. I'll make room for you anytime. But that's what's happening.
Sweet.
Awesome. That's amazing.
I got a lot of support from the chat right now. They're all saying, "Oh hell yeah, for you, Noof." So
There's a couple of oh yeahs.
Well, that's just you, Perry.
There are a couple of oh yeahs. There's oh yeahs. Everybody. It seems like you hit everything the way it needed to be hit, man. And hey, I'm excited for it. I'll be excited to tune in on Sunday mornings. I do
want to reiterate,
having a cup of coffee.
I want to avoid, like, you know, YouTube strikes, and it's going to be a tone back. Like, that doesn't mean it won't be funny, but, you know, the F-bombs and the dirty lingo and all that stuff, it's not going to be there. So I hate to disappoint people. It's not going to be the gaming after dark on a Sunday morning, okay?
Hey, you will say the F word. Fun.
There you go.
Yeah.
Fun is great. Fun and facts. Fun and facts. And I that doesn't mean I can't bring new characters on and have some fun with things. You know, but definitely, again, just a little bit more. Like, I don't have to fill out the is there language and is there this and is there that.
PG-13
sort of stuff. Yeah, because I want to be able to appeal to as many people as possible, and not just old crusty bastards who you know, that sort of shit. So.
Right. And hey, there's nothing wrong with that either, man.
I can't say fudge. Yes, fudge.
You can say fudge.
All of the fudge. We like fudge.
You know,
I haven't had a fudgicle in a year.
At the end of the podcast, we're like, oh, I have this beautiful fudge sundae. It tastes so good.
But no, that's great to hear, man.
I just gave my wife the fudge of her life. Yeah.
Yeah. He said we were getting away from those jokes.
See, you can be dirty but still clean. See what I mean?
Exactly. You don't have to work blue all the time.
It's all in the approach.
So, but no, that's excellent to hear, man. When you popped in, I'm like, okay, good. We're gonna let you announce it on the show here too, because it's a badass thing you're doing. And again, always much respect to you when you come on the show anyway, because you're the guy who brought us together and let us stick with the time slot and everything. So it's just like, hell yeah, man, let's pop your show and get it out there. You'll get everything you're looking for. And it's nice to hear too that you're going to be doing a more positive spin on. I mean, it's easy to get, and everybody does it. We do it here too, and it's we take our pot shots at stuff, and it is we have fun with it. So, but it is easy to get into like the whole negative trappings of things and such when it comes to gaming and stuff like that, and especially with all these console warring fanboys out there. They're looking to clip everybody for anything anyway. I mean, hell, even if you do a completely positive show without any spin on it, they're going to find one thing that they don't like. They're going to clip it and spin it, but whatever, who gives a fuck, right? You're going to do what you want.
Totally. Like I said, you're going to always have your haters no matter what you do and how you come across.
Yeah.
You can't please everybody. You certainly can't please everybody all the time, every time. But, the bottom line is people just want to have a bit of fun. And I don't want the podcast to linger. I don't want it to our podcast long. I know that sometimes 2 hours goes like 15 minutes too. You have these great podcasts and you're like, holy shit, that's over already. But there's lots of times too that there's a lot of podcasts. I think that's the biggest gripe I've had about probably about 90% of podcasts in the community, including my own, is that a lot of them get a little long in the tooth. Like, especially if you do multiple podcasts in a week, like hearing that person talk and do another 2 hours and another 3 hours and another 4 hours. And, it kind of gets old. And I'd like to normally take in as much of a podcast as I can, but sometimes, you get like 40 minutes and it's like, yeah, like I know where this is going. Like I got other things to do. Right. So,
no, definitely get it. Man.
I think it's great. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah. And it's, and like I was saying, and you mentioned, the different, it's literally, you mentioned the different haters and shit, whatever, fuck them. But it's, it's more just like the people who want to hate listen to you anyway. And it's who gives a shit about that. But it's just good to see like, oh, hey, he stepped away for a minute. Now he's good to go. And he's going to be doing something else. And he's going to be, doing something that's going to be a net positive for everybody involved. All the listeners and stuff. Everybody who tunes in all the time, just like they tune in here in the show, and it's seeing more people pouring in now. And we'll acknowledge them in a minute. But it's always, the people obviously want to hear you, so it's always a good thing to say, oh, hey, I'm coming back. I'm doing this now. Here's where you can find me. And that's net positives, man. It's, and if they don't like it, fuck.
Well, that's
what what I mean.
I know there's going to be a lot of people who are going to turn up when they can, and that's a majority of the people that are already in this podcast because they carry over right from one to another. But hopefully there's people that have jumped away from me for whatever reason that'll give me a second chance. Because they've always perhaps liked me, and for whatever reason we've drifted apart. I know. I've been coming down on Xbox quite hard the last couple of years, and in some cases rightfully so. And it doesn't mean I'm going to shy away from. Maybe calling something out from time to time, but there is a point where it's just like where, despite everything that they've done, there's positives that they've done too, and it often doesn't get enough spotlight. Yep. I mean, they've had a great year for games, and nobody can deny that. They brought out some great games, and next year is looking even better. Like, I'm super excited for the Developer Direct on the 22nd. And if Fable turns out to be anywhere as close to good as I think it's going to be, I mean, heck, Xbox is going to have a great year. Look, and if you put the games on the other consoles, look, it is what it is at this point. I'm not going to sit here anymore and boo-hoo and blah. Look, they've made their bed. They got their direction. They've already given us the big middle finger. And I've learned to take that middle finger and stick it where the sun don't shine and whatever, right? Like, that's it. Either buy the games on PlayStation or buy them on Xbox. The bottom line is, are you going to buy the games or not, right? Because at the end of the day, it's a win-win for them. You get them on Game Pass and you enjoy the savings. You get them on PlayStation, you still get the damn game. That's the bottom line. And we know that the whole thing is coming. Like, at this point now, we see that, I think they're bringing over what game they just announced, Avowed. So my guess is that Starfield comes eventually. My guess is that Gears of War, what do you call it? The new one,
E-Day.
E-Day. That's probably not day and date, but it's probably coming like 6 months after the fact, if not before, and it could be a launch type. If Fable comes out and it launches day one on a PlayStation as well, then I suspect Gears likely will as well, to capitalize on the biggest user base, right?
Absolutely.
But it is what it is.
Makes sense. Yeah. And honestly, honestly, from a business sense too, it just that kind of stuff makes sense. You want your biggest install base, and that's what it is. And it's like, and like you said, as far as games go, they knocked it out of the park last year, and again, like you said, this year it looks like they're going to be doing it again as far as games go. And as a publisher, they're firing on all cylinders, and that's amazing. You'll love to see it because
if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
Gotta give a shout out to Chase Jones or Chase Arkansas in the chat. We all had a great time playing Call of Duty this weekend, guys. With the private the community game, that was awesome. It went really well. We ended up playing against the bots, but holy hell, let me tell you, when we turned up the difficulty on those suckers, holy crap, they were taking us to school. Like these AI bots in this game, when you put them on hardened or veteran, they literally dive and jump just like real players do. It's crazy. Like I don't remember any time playing bots that felt like you were basically playing humans. And to some degree, almost like the bots were super precise. They'd know where you were and they were shooting you before you'd round the corner. It was like, man, these guys are, the Terminator Skynet bots. But we had a lot of fun. So shout out to Chase. And I love what he said. He said, my first show back, I should just do it with a banana hammock on. That's actually quite funny.
Hey,
that would be pretty funny.
Can we get a Canadian banana hammock? I want a Canadian banana hammock.
Your name should be it's Noof.
And I'm not trying to push the envelope, but maybe a little maple syrup poured on yourself.
I think for me, it's probably going to be a maple syrup, a dill pickle holster. Okay.
Oh man, yes, Chase. Yes, he has to use the maple syrup. It's Mrs. Buttersworth or nothing.
You can't peel a banana when it's not big enough to peel.
Oh man.
You can be PG on Sunday mornings, but then you can come here on Tuesday nights and be rated R. How about that?
There you can be our rated R superstar.
The rated R superstar.
The rated R superstar.
He comes out in the edge vest.
Canadian. Canadian moose knuckle himself.
In his podcast now, he doesn't say dirty things, but he's always dressed up in provocative, weird ass outfits.
Man,
he's gonna be like, what's he gonna wear this week? Oh, he's got that tight leather clothes on this week. He looks like Catwoman, but he's a dude.
Too funny.
That would be a Nintendo podcast. Those guys are all weird over there. That's all I'm gonna say.
Hey,
that's true.
Yeah, they're like the guy bizarre.
I love that. Nude Nukem. There you go.
Nude
Nukem.
But no, again, awesome to hear. Glad to hear you're and you're going to be doing a show on Sunday mornings. That'd be amazing. Just like I said, happy to have you even reiterate it here because you already made the announcement and whatnot. But just another additional spot where you say, hey, yep, this is where it's going down. So awesome. Glad to hear it. Let's get around real quick. First, we'll go ahead and start with our guests. You did mention you had your your community game day. Unfortunately, I couldn't get in because I know you guys were playing the remastered version. I don't have that one. But what we all been playing this week? Noof, start off. What have you been gaming on this week?
What have I been gaming on this week? Actually, I haven't really done a whole lot, to be honest with you, this week. So, I've been had a couple of days here where those days when you just turn on your console and you really don't play shit all.
Yeah,
that's kind of where I've been at. So honestly, the fact that I can barely remember what I played tells you that I probably didn't play much this week. So just one of those off weeks, dude.
Yep, that's what sometimes it happens, man.
Battlefield, we played Battlefield the other night. I mean, me, Stevie Mac, Talos Ray, we were having an absolute blast, man. A lot of people have fallen off. The numbers are definitely dropping on Battlefield.
Yeah.
But you know what? It's good. It's getting rid of a lot of the morons. So that's good. But we came up against a couple of high rankers. Like I said, they were a couple dudes were 350 odd rank. It's fuck, like Stevie Mac's been playing a shit ton more hours than me, and the dude's only ranked 60 or something. And I'm like, what the fuck? And these guys are like 350. Like, what did he do? Just jerk off, fucking eat potato chips, and fucking play Battlefield all day? Is that their only mission? Like,
you're saying that like it's a bad time, Noof. I mean, that sounds
no, not by any
better than
means.
going to work, in my opinion.
I'd rather stay home, eat potato chips, jerk the old weasel, and play Battlefield. That'd be great.
I mean,
most of them are probably sitting in a pair of Depends anyway. You know,
I mean, what really beats sitting at sitting in your couch with your rat in your hand and you just playing some Battlefield? I mean, there's just not much on the list that's going to top that.
Probably not.
No.
All right, Perry, what you been playing on this week?
A lot of Resident Evil on the original PlayStation via PS5. And then I started playing the remake on PC, and I'm still working on that. And tonight I'll be playing Code Veronica for all the crazy people out there. So there you go.
I'm one of them. Finally, you're going to join the club.
Well, I beat the game 100 years ago. I beat it actually a couple of years ago on stream. I don't hate Code Veronica. I like Code Veronica, but people are obsessed with this game being remade. It's like, can we get through 5 and 6 first? Then you could get Code Veronica.
But this is where you and I are. This is where we're going to disagree because 5 and 6 do not need to be remade, especially 6.
Well,
like 5, let's leave that one.
The ending of 4 points right to 5. There's 2 endings for 4.
I know, and that's what gets me disheartened about it because like 5, I guess, was more disappointing than anything for me, being that being a fan as I have been for as long as I have been, obviously. But 6, I mean, and I don't mean to shit on anybody's riff. If you enjoy 6
fucking sucks, man.
Oh, it was a dumpster fire.
That's why it needs a remake, because they need to follow just one story and stick with it. Like
what they need to do is
100 campaign thing.
Oh man, what they need to do is just from the ground up and give it. I mean, at this point, you can't really.
They do.
Because then you're talking about a complete reinvention, and then like you said, maybe focusing on a story, which at this point they're making Leon like the poster child of Resident Evil, which I mean makes sense. Just focus on his campaign, because I will say this: like I had hope for RE6 because I played through Leon's campaign first. That was the demo that they released, and then when I bought the game, because I got it day one, I had pre-ordered it and everything. I bought the game. I played through that first because I'm like, yeah, this is going to be cool. I'm like, okay, little bits here and there. It feels a bit more Resident Evil 5 to me, but it's like, it's okay because there's still a bit of the horror element. The zombies are back, this, that, and the other thing. Right, and then when you go into to Chris's campaign, and that's where it just kind of the shift happened. And I'm like, what the hell am I playing? And like I've said it numerous times on different shows. I've never finished the game. I got halfway through Jake's campaign, the Poochie of the Resident Evil.
Yes.
And once you're getting chased with the tank, I'm like, that's it, done. Put the controller down. I have not turned it on since.
Yeah, I just beat Leon on Chris's campaign, and that was it. Yeah. I stopped because technically to me, I beat the game. I mean, what they could do is if they remake it, one chapter you play as Leon, one chapter you play as Chris. Because the biggest problem with that game is no matter who you play as, the story is just the same. Like you're gonna get the same cutscene, but you're at a different angle than the other people.
Right.
Like there's towards the end, they all meet up, and it's like, you're running from this angle, and they're running from that angle. It's like, why is this? Why are there 100 campaigns then if it's the same story?
It's really such a disjointed experience.
We call it Gears of Evil because they were trying to be Gears of War and Resident Evil.
Yeah,
and it wasn't the thing.
And I can see that. It was a lot of that, and then like it had that Gears feel, and then like the Chris campaign, with it being third person, that felt like a Call of Duty to me.
Oh yeah.
And then just 6. It still leaves a bad taste in the mouth.
And you know what? It was a good thing it did because they kind of reinvented everything. And
with 7,
now they're on fire. So
I mean. It is what it is. I mean, if you could do stuff with 6, I don't know. I just
Code Veronica, if they remake that, it's got to be more of a horror. They can't remake it the same way.
Absolutely a horror game. I would almost
be like all in on horror. Like you gotta redo the villain. Like that's you could keep him the same, but make him like a mold or something, and make him more of a dastardly scary guy.
Oh yeah.
Instead of you play Code Veronica. I know it was the 2000s and everything was ha ha he he back then, but you got to tighten that up, and you got to enough with the backtracking.
Yeah, and you really could with what the
Ashford.
Yeah, I know it was one of the Ashfords. I'm trying because Alexia was a sister. I can't remember the guy's name.
Yeah,
but he was so. I mean, yeah, it was definitely laughable back then, 2000s. But it's like he's so unhinged. You could do something very horrific with storytelling.
You could make him like you can make him like a crazy serial killer or something. Like you could do so much with that guy.
Yeah, for sure. So, but I digress. I kind of stole a bit away from you there as you were talking about games, because it's like you get into 6 and 6 always hurts my soul. It's like
I call it Resident Evil shits. Like that's how bad it is.
I call it the Michael Bay film of Resident Evil. Because that's what it was. It was base explosions all over the place.
Yeah.
But anyway, sorry I hijacked there. Wicked, what you been playing on this week, man?
Man, been playing some Battlefield with my boy Al, my boy Talos, and Stevie Mac down there, and a little bit of Division here and there with my buddy Stevie. But other than that, man.
Yeah, we can hot you damn puss wagon every fucking time I'm on. You're never on.
Yeah, no, dude.
Cock ass.
Dude, I am a cock ass.
I feel like you're fucking avoiding me like the plague. I'll jump on the game. You're like,
he sees his name pop up. He's like, oh, gotta get off quick.
It is, dude. I swear to God, whether it's like you say something like a certain time and it's a work day, or the wife wants to hang out or whatnot. It's like that 2-hour difference between me and you. It comes into play a lot more than I thought it would be, because it's like, all right, we'll be there at 9. I'm like, oh man, like right around 9 o'clock, daddy's starting to zonk out. He's getting tired.
You want to hear something funny?
Work in the morning.
I didn't even know Noof streamed last night because I was watching TV or whatever, and then I was like, oh shit, I missed the stream. Dude, I went on Twitter and I saw Noof post, oh, it's community game night. I'm playing Modern Warfare. I'm like, he's doing community game night like right after he streamed. So I turned on my Xbox. I'm like, he's not even on. And then I re-looked at the post. I was like, oh, that's from Sunday. What the hell did it pop in my feed last night?
Nah, we gotta.
Well, that's just the algorithm for you.
Noof.
Yeah,
I totally want to play some games, Noof. Don't you think I don't, baby?
Daddy does. I'm just razzing you, brother. We'll catch up here eventually. Don't worry.
Yeah, twisting my nuts.
And then speaking of the Division, it was funny because we were talking in chat about the Division. I went and looked, and I only had Division 2, but thankfully enough, I was able to score the original Division for like $3. So the next time everybody's geared up for like the Division, just let me know. Maybe we can even run like a game night on that, because that'd be pretty cool. Play that in years.
Going to the dark zone.
But oh god, the dark zone. Oh my lord.
Break it up. We're going in.
And just real quick, I'll get mine out of the way. It's pretty easy to tell. Went through and played the Warframe Old Peace storyline. A nice little 2-hour distraction leading into what's going to be Tau. So that'll be the next big update. That was fun. I do have my gripes about it. They changed the facial models a bit. Now it's just kind of almost uncanny valley kind of shit now. And I'm just like, oh, this is kind of weird. I mean, the game, it didn't change the gameplay. It's just the appearance, and it just like felt off. But I'm a small fish in a massive pond, and I'm sure Digital Extremes isn't even I'm not even on their radar. But yeah, I did not like the facial models now that they changed, but it was still a lot of fun. And then of course, just rocking through Mega Man. So I think I'm like almost finished with 7 now, and then I have going to 8, which was probably my least favorite. So I have to suck it up and soldier through that, and then maybe one day that'll give me the fortitude to suck it up and maybe try and finish Resident Evil 6.
Yeah.
But it's fun because there wasn't a whole lot of topics tonight. It was going to be basically a free for all. because there isn't a whole lot going on with gaming. I mean, obviously we got the big Xbox Developer Direct event coming the 22nd, so that'll be newsworthy when it happens. But really, it's been quiet, and usually after the holidays, it's how it goes, unless there's a show that pops up in January, February. But Noof, you did mention it, was Battlefield's numbers did take like a nosedive, and that's interesting to see. And of course, you know, all the Call of Duty fans out there, they're loving it. They're eating it up. Oh, Call of Duty, it was supposed to dead. Battlefield 6, it was supposed to be the Call of Duty killer. Blah 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 blah. You mentioned, Noof, a little bit about how maybe it's just like people just ducking out, whatever, you know, getting the scrubs out of the way and the diehards are there. But what do we all think maybe why Battlefield kind of dove off real quick?
Well, you know, personally, if you ask me, it's tough to say. Look, here's the first thing, and this is something that Battlefield's always had. Battlefield, for the people that really enjoy it, know how to play it. And that's the thing. It's knowing how to play it. It's playing with the right people and knowing how to utilize your classes properly. Hot can tell you this. Hot's one of the the most pro guys that play with it. And you don't Call of Duty in Battlefield. That's the bottom line. And this is something a lot of people mistake. Battlefield, you guys have all played BF6, and you can tell you that the play control is different, the pacing is different, the learning curve is way different. I mean, you don't even get automatic life regeneration. You've got to basically use med kits. You got to, stay behind cover. You got to pick and choose your battles. You got to know when to go in, when to hold back. You got to know when you're going to need to flank, and you got to be able to call this stuff out and communicate properly. Like my gripe is, the fact that you only got 4 people in the squad, which kind of sucks. You get these big battlefields and you got, 30 odd players on the side or whatever, and you're only communicating with the guys that are actually in your party, right?
Right.
And it kind of sucks because you could be doing really good as a squad, but the rest of your fucking dudes are out to lunch and they're, all that sort of shit, right? But I think it's a lot of those factors is that everybody gets excited about some of these new games and then they play them for a little bit. And then what happens too is some of the diehards, like I said, the people that really know how to play the game stick with the game, right? So the new people that coming in or the people that are like half average at the game, they kind of go in and they get really annihilated. The learning curve is too tough. They don't get in. They don't do well. That's why, like a lot of us, like will say, play the casual breakthrough mode, because at least in casual breakthrough, it's usually 8 versus 8 human opponents, and the other 8 from the 16 are made up of bots. So at least you're having some success and you're not completely getting annihilated. Maybe if you're struggling to get a couple of kills, you pick up a couple on the bots, which can be challenging in themselves sometimes. They're no slouch, but it definitely puts the playing field a little bit more level for those people that haven't, they're not level 350 or whatever. And again, it's the pacing, but I think, why Call of Duty is always popular. And there's a guy did a really good article on this the other day. It's like, do you remember back in the day when we played multiplayer games that was for the fun of it, right? It was just right. You and your friends and you playing to beat another team for the victory, for the W, right? Well, what are you getting all these freaking multiplayer games now? It's all about XP, how to level up, what best gun to use, what scope to use. Like, it's all about all of the little things. It's not even really about winning the games. Winning is going to come, of course, with the territory, but everybody's just trying to one-up each other, and you're spending so much time trying to do all these challenges. And to me, that takes people out of the experience. Like, I don't want to go around and do 500 kills with a knife, right? In order to get all this extra XP so I can get something stupid. And this is the problem. And it gets people, I call it it's like the Assassin's Creed distraction. The Assassin's Creed games, you got so many missions, you get distracted. You end up doing like 5,000 side quests instead of like paying attention to the story because the games are so big and so evolving. And if you got sort of that sort of mentality, like, man, I got to complete it all. Well, it's kind of like that for shooters now. Shooters aren't just about winning. You want to play the most pure shooter ever? Go back to Call of Duty 2. The original Call of Duty 2 had no leaderboards and had no pink gun skins and had no nothing other than you picked your loadout, you picked your character, your gun, and you played the maps, and it was win or lose. That simple.
Yes, sir.
No bullshit. And then as it comes along, and every Call of Duty's got worse and worse and worse over the years, adding all this bullshit. And on top of it now, even adding that stupid Warzone map that you can't delete off your fucking hard drive. So you're stuck downloading all the updates for Warzone, which that's why everybody got these big 300 gigabyte fucking massive whopping stupid updates all the time. And it drives me absolutely bonkers. But I think that's the problem. Simplicity is not there. And that's certainly one of Battlefield's biggest problems is Battlefield is not a simple game by any means. It's not the most complex. But like it's harder to pick up and play and get good at it than it is with a Call of Duty game. Like if you played any Call of Duty game and you were somewhat decent at it, you're going to pick up a new one and probably by the time you have the map structure down, you're probably kicking some ass to a certain degree, right? That's the difference. For Battlefield, man, you can have these games where you're kicking absolute ass, and then you're going to have other games where you're just getting your shit pushed to frig in, and you're like, am I sucking at this game or the other team's really that good? And there's a lot of it's a matchmaking, it's the cheaters. I mean, I think EA has done a pretty good job by nullifying a lot of the cheaters in their games, but still, they're still out there, and you see videos of it. But it's hard to say. But we've seen this with every Battlefield game. They come out strong, and they drop off, and then you're kind of left with the hardcore guys.
Okay. And now, is that the consensus with you, Perry, and you, Wicked? Is that what we're all thinking?
Yeah, I mean, they want you to keep playing these games because they want you to get addicted to it so that you buy the damn skins, you buy the battle passes, you buy, like in Fortnite, if you can't complete a battle pass in time, well, you can buy it, but it's going to cost you $70. You know what I mean? They do this stuff to get it in your brain, like grind to a point where you're like, oh, I'm just lazy. I'm just going to pay. Like, it's such BS, man. I don't like that stuff. Like Noof said, like, you can't even just play a game anymore and just have fun. Like, it's always fucking work to play a game. And I hate that.
And that, my friend, is why games like Super Mario Kart, right? That's why those games are still amazing, and that's why they work. Because they don't fucking sit there and dink you all to death.
Yeah.
You play to win, that's it.
Yeah.
You get all the skins. The more you play it, you get the cool little carts, and you get their little wheels, and you get your little umbrellas and shit. But it's not a pay to win.
You earn those in the game.
Yeah. It doesn't force you to play differently. You just go into Mario Kart, and either you got the skill to get there. There's a bit of luck. There's a bit of skill. But that's why Mario Kart is still popular. And after all these years, that's why it's such a hit, right?
I feel a little bit like different on it, based like whoa. I'm just kidding, nah. But I don't completely think that the drop off is too serious. If you look at every Call of Duty, right between that time of January and February, there is a huge drop off. But when the new season comes out, or there are new things, or they bring new maps or whatever it is they want to bring to the game in an update, the players come right back. There's always going to be a drop off. It's never going to be a steady thing. But regardless of the drop off, this was the difference we needed. Whether you want to look at it and be like, hey, the game's not doing great now, but like, hey, at least this is better than just having Call of Duty. And then letting them do whatever. You have a different avenue of a different style of the game, but the same thing. It's an FPS, but it's just a different way and a different approach. And I think it's great. So I'm not really too worried about the drop off. It's gonna go back up. They're gonna have seasons. I'm hoping they approach it in the right manner to stay successful. I'm assuming that. So if it makes me an asshole later on, then it is what it is. But yeah, drop off not that big. I think it's going to shoot back up.
Yeah. And the thing is, we see it a lot with a lot of these big multiplayer games like that. I mean, obviously, Call of Duty does have massive retention because it's literally everywhere. And Call of Duty now, it's a conglomerate, right? You've got Black Ops 6, you got Black Ops 7, you got Warzone. Noof mentioned Warzone and shit. And those numbers in Call of Duty, what a lot of people want to highlight, and I'm not going to take it away from them. Don't misunderstand. But what they also have is Call of Duty Mobile. So that's like people are picking up their cell phone when they're sitting in, at the doctor's office or when they're on break at work if they don't bring a handheld console to work or nothing. They fire that up for a few minutes, and that's where all them numbers are coming from. So it's always funny to hear. And it's like, and let fanboys gloat. I just did some fanboy gloating earlier. I'm a Bears fanboy, and I was gloating about us kicking the shit out of the Packers in the fourth fucking quarter. good for them. So fanboys are gonna gloat. Call of Duty, but it's like you also have to take into consideration that it's not just a single game anymore. There's so much in that package, and like Nuke said, it's a 300 gig download on your hard drive now, and because there's so much in there. So, and most of these people are playing Warzone and then playing on mobile and whatnot. I mean, good for them. Again, it's doing what it needs to do. But like everybody in here saying in the chat too, and you guys had mentioned too, it was nickel and diamond everybody for microtransactions because that's just the kind of thing it is. But it's you do see these drop-offs like when the new hotness drops, and then all of a sudden it's like, okay, everybody's had their fill, they're on to the next thing for a bit. It happened with Helldivers, it's happening with Battlefield, it happens with all of them.
I just wanted to say that Call of Duty is for the puppet.
Oh, there he is.
It's all for the
We
puppet.
got Andy.
Only the puppets play Call of Duty. The real boys play Battlefield. Yeah.
So does that mean that you're playing Call of Duty then, Handy Andy?
Oh shit! You caught me in the act. I like looter shooters. Actually, no, even better is I like hooters than shooters. That's even better.
Hooter looters.
Yeah. Hooter looters. Let's play some Apex Legends.
I think while you're going to be okay with your looter shooters, like I said, we'll leave the real men to play, hooter looters and all of that stuff.
Oh my God.
But, oh man, and it's funny because it's from Piggles it's dropping in here saying you're busting out Rainbow Bright and Major League and stuff like that. Always fun stuff to see. And I'm just going to give it up to the chat real quick because everybody been pouring in here and everybody just been going like crazy and I can't even keep up. But I know I mentioned some folks earlier, but RWK making it in, Stephen Mack making it in. We got Piggles in. We've got Chrissy Bakley in. I mean, just saw Dreadpool in here a few minutes ago. Just what's up, everybody? Glad you're tuning in and glad you're enjoying the show. And we just keep this stuff rolling. One real quick, and we didn't mention it in games we played this week, but there was a new game that dropped. And it's interesting to see it just kind of really shit the bed. Code Violet, was that on anybody's radar whatsoever?
No, my chat told me to check it out, and I was like, "Yeah, if it gets cracked on PC, I'll check it out." But it's not on PC, so
nope. And that's the funny thing about that is because I guess they took a big stance against modders on PC, and that's why they didn't put it there initially or whatever. And I know
I think they just said that they just didn't want it to get cracked.
Well, probably that too. But I did find it funny where it was like all the weebs out there outed themselves because they're pissed off about not being able to put big booby anime mods on these women in this game, and it's like so sad.
Like,
anyway,
I think that was
the whole plan.
I think that was Noof's alt account.
were you trying to get big anime boob mods on Code Violet, Noof?
Absolutely.
He messed it up for all of us.
If she doesn't tip over at least once, they're not big enough.
Well, I can attest to that. The wife's. What? We're talking about video games. We're talking about video games. We're not going to talk about that right now.
Stay focused.
Stay focused. Video games and not boobies. That's later.
On. You gotta have the horse shutters on. Stay focused.
But yeah, man. All right. Yeah, that was the only bit that I saw that was even really kind of newsworthy. Is just like because it's getting slammed critically too. I wasn't really paying attention to it and was like, oh, okay, well, it is what it is, I guess. I mean, whatever. So, well, real quick before we move on to other shenanigans and stuff like that, and I know I had dropped it a little bit. Oh, excuse me. I dropped it a little bit in our private chat, and I know we mentioned it before, and get the chat involved here and see what everybody else is thinking too. But now that we are kind of new year, full swing, and we got stuff we can look forward to that seems to be more concrete. What's something that we're looking forward to this year for gaming? What are we looking forward to? Let's start with Perry, and then we'll just work around. So we'll go Perry, Wicked, Noof, and just give something real quick, like, hey, this is really on my radar in 2026, and kind of let everybody know why. And everybody in the chat too, drop that as well. What's really on your radar this year that you're really looking forward to?
For me, it's Resident Evil 9. I hope it does really well. It'll be out in a month. Can't wait. For gaming overall, I'm interested in seeing how these consoles are going to go up in price. Is the Steam box going to come out? How much is that going to be? There's been rumors lately about the price. What's next for gaming? Like, even if it is going to be $1 million, like, what are they going to do next? Like, how are they going to handle all this? I think that's the biggest thing that I'm looking forward to this year, to see how the industry handles all this stuff that's been happening. So just looking forward to seeing, one positive or negatively. I just want to see what's going to happen.
Yeah, how it shakes out.
Yep, exactly.
Okay. Wicked, what about you, man?
Man, honestly, nothing crazy comes to mind. Off the top of my head, I'm just like trying to see if I have a list here of games. Oh, I see here. Honestly, I think the one that really gets me, because I feel confident in the ability of the game is going to play well, run well, and everything. The new Tomb Raider this year. I think that just the name speaks for itself. I know there's one coming out after that, but if my memory serves me correctly, this is the remake, and the next year's the new one. Okay, because I've never played this one in its original form. So this would be my first time playing this Tomb Raider game ever. So I'm pretty excited.
All right. And real quick, because you mentioned Tomb Raider, additional shout out to Sir X-Man. Hopefully he's tuning in and listening.
Yes.
And I'm pretty sure that he would be looking forward to that too. So make sure everybody in the chat,
X-Man, bro, we love you. We miss you.
Yep. Yeah. Miss you, X-Man. Keep getting better. And hopefully we'll get you back on real soon. And everybody send them your love and all that good shit. Noop, what about you?
Oh, baby, this year is going to be stacked. First of all, like I mentioned kind of at the top of the show, Xbox has got a stacked lineup. If all these games do come out, Gears of War, Judgment Day, Emergence Day. E-Day, that's got to be E-Day is got to be right up there. But look, GTA 6, hands down. GTA 6, I'll pay $100 Canadian for that game without blinking an eye. That game's probably going to be around for the next decade anyway, because they're not likely to make one anytime soon. So you're going to get your money's worth out of it. So GTA 6, Gears of War, Emergence Day, looking forward to the new Forza Horizon 6 is going to be incredible. Fable, obviously, and Wicked Hot brought up one that came out right out of left field. Even though technically I played it in its original form, and I played the anniversary edition, the Tomb Raider, Lost Atlantis or whatever, basically a new version of the original game, has me super excited. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. Can't forget about Resident Evil coming out here in just a couple of weeks' time. We have Requiem, looking absolutely phenomenal. And we don't even really know a lot yet about what Nintendo has up their sleeve. You know, they got that new Mario Tennis game, which I'm kind of excited about. That's coming out soon. Hopefully everybody will pick it up, because I think that'll be a great game for community game night. And that's just one part of it. It's going to be, I think this could be one of the biggest years in gaming history. And not to mention X-Men Wolverine for PlayStation is a huge game, which is right up on my top of the list. And man, what else? Is there just so many coming this fall, like crazy stuff. Yeah, right here, man. My wallet is going to be drained.
Yeah, it's definitely a stacked year, like you were saying, and everything everybody's been mentioning so far. Of course, Resident Evil 9 right on my radar. I'm definitely getting that day one. Gears E-Day, of course. Wherever I gotta end up playing it, I'm gonna end up playing it.
Be right back, boys.
All right, yeah. Just a big year. That and the fact that they announced Now, unfortunately, I guess that project Mara was canceled, but now Ninja Theory is just going to be focusing on Hellblade 3, which is like, I liked the original Hellblade. I didn't get a chance to play through Hellblade 2 yet, but I'm going to. It's definitely on like the backlog and shit. But I enjoyed the Hellblade game, so it's like, that's cool. Yeah, Frank just dropping in here right now. Halo campaign Evolved, that's definitely on my radar.
Yep.
So definitely excited about that. Yeah, I mean, as far as games go themselves, it's turning out to be a pretty stacked year. And it was interesting what Perry said, talking about how the industry is going to shake out with pricing and stuff like that, and the fact that we got the Steam going to be dropping soon. That's kind of where I'm sitting too, where it's just kind of like watching how they're going to handle things. I mean, everybody's got rumors out their ass and they're reporting on them, and that's something I like to steer us away from. So that's why you're not going to hear us talking about like PS6 and Xbox Magnus and shit like that. It gets here when it gets here. I'm not going to go into, I'm not going to put on this show rumors and bullshit like that, because that shit could shake out to be completely correct. It could shake out to be 100% correct, but it's always a wait and see. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what any new machine is going to do. It's going to be the pricing, because what are people going to be willing to pay for this stuff? I mean, of course, you're going to have these hardcore gamers that are out there that are going to always want to get the new, the new consoles, the new machines, whatever, newest upgrades. And they've got that kind of disposable income. But your general gaming public, the masses, the where gaming makes its most money isn't the hardcore crowd. And that's something I'm going to go into on my channel on something else, not just in gaming, but just in general. Cause collecting things and tabletop gaming, it's all the same kind of shit right now. And it's a wait and see because of pricing, because people are getting priced out. But it's just like, are they going to maybe offer more affordable, desirable options for the regular consumer, like with how Microsoft tried to do with the 2 SKUs with Xbox, with the Series S? Will we see something like that? Who knows? But that's where I'm at too. I want to see how things are going to play out, how it's going to shake out, and all that kind of stuff, because it's really going to tell us where all of us as a gaming community can go next.
Yep.
Whether it's like, like in my instance, it's like, okay, if a new machine is going to cost $1,000, why am I going to do that when I can just dump that kind of money and just really supercharge my PC and just play everything on PC then, right? You know what I mean? Or do I buckle down for ease of use? That's what I'm looking at as a budget-minded consumer. I guess I would say. So that was a very good point you brought up, Perry, and I just wanted to riff off of that a little bit.
Yeah.
So
Wicked Hot, you got something to explain to us here. Why were you in this game back in 2002?
Oh man, they pulled me off the street one day. They're like, "Sir, we have an opportunity for you, and we don't think you should pass up." And I said, "I'm all ears." So they led me down to this very sketchy basement where they had a couple snacks to offer me. So I ate them, and then they sat down. They're like, "Listen, we're gonna put you in a video game. It's not gonna be that great of a detail, but you're gonna be in there, pal." I said, "Okay, let's do it. Let me sign the line."
I was thinking this was the origins of.
I get royalties from this. I get about 10 cents every year.
Game Pass Man started out like Captain America. That's what happened.
And then got frozen in the ice. I was gonna say you found Doc Brown's time machine and was able to do that, because it's an amazing likeness, and that was done well before you look like that now. So it's like, what do you got, a flux capacitor in your ass, or what do you got going on here?
I found this in the 50. Just now, I found it in the 50 most popular games of all time.
And what now is that? Because I want to say that's a Medal of Honor, right?
Medal of Honor European Assault.
That's what I thought it was. So that's like, yeah, because I want to say that was a PS1 game, wasn't it?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
it might have been.
So it's an amazing likeness for PS1.
Yeah, I think it was PS2, but I'm not sure.
Oh, maybe it was PS2.
There was like 100 of them.
No, there were.
Even back then, there was like a ton of them.
Oh yeah. Well, that was the Call of Duty back then before Infinity Ward became Infinity Ward and started doing Call of Duty. That's what they did was Medal of Honor.
Yeah, Medal of Honor. That was on PS1. It was Spielberg.
Yep.
He wanted to get into gaming.
The first one, yeah.
And they were like, "Oh, this is kind of like Saving Private Ryan, blah blah blah." And it was like the first like military, well, not military, but a World War shooter that became a military shooter. And then Call of Duty came like right after that. And Call of Duty was like, people used to make fun of it. When I worked at CompUSA, we got it in the warehouse, and one of the guys that he did the returns, he was like, I don't know, 60, 70 years old. He just like opens the box and goes, Call of Duty? He was thinking like Call of Nature. So, Call of Duty, Call of Nature.
Yeah.
That's why he laughed at it. And it became like the biggest franchise of all time.
It did. And it's funny to see where it's like, because again, like I said, the guys who ended up starting Infinity Ward split off because they originally worked on Medal of Honor, and then see them split off and create one of the juggernaut of video game franchises. And just to see what kind of happened with Medal of Honor, because I know not too long ago I actually posted on Twitter a picture I had gotten the 2 Xbox 360 games where they tried to reboot Medal of Honor. With that first one, it was just Medal of Honor, and it was done like a Modern Warfare, and then its sequel, which was Warfighter. And now the first one was actually a good game. And it was funny. I was talking to a buddy of mine because I sent him the same picture. He's like, "Oh, that looks like somebody who wears Affliction t-shirts and rhinestone encrusted pants play." I'm like, dude, you and I bought this when it came out and we played the shit out of it. And he goes, "We did?" And I'm like, "Yeah, man." But the Warfighter itself, it didn't do as well, and I don't remember it as fondly, but I'm like, well, fuck, I got them both cheap anyway, so like whatever. But it's just kind of funny to see where it was like the pedigree started and then Call of Duty becoming the juggernaut, and these were people that actually worked on Medal of Honor. The Medal of Honor tried to catch up, and now it's just gone. Exactly. No, it got gobbled up by the Call of Duty machine. So we're leaving that up. We're going to leave Wicked and Medal of Honor up on the screen because it's in honor of Wicked being in Medal of Honor.
Wicked, what are you saying?
That was before
there? Looks like you're screaming at the camera.
I said, listen, guys, we're fucked. Everybody get off the boat right now. We have no other option. I'm going to come out of here if you ain't.
This thing is going down.
Man. It's going down.
Nobody signed me up for this shit. I'm out. I'm
only here to locate Winslow here.
And then real quick, because I saw MILFman come in, just got to give him his acknowledgments. The one in the air, of course, MILFman. Glad to see you here.
Cougar Man.
Cougar Man. And we got RWK. That's it. That's the line right there. We are.
Speaking of crazy stuff with AI, I saw this video where they took the scene from Titanic, where Rose is hanging on to Jack. And he lets him go. And you see that one? And then he basically opens his eyes like, "Fuck you, bitch." And he pulls her out.
Dumps her right off the door. I was laughing my ass off. God. I'm like, normally that stuff is
crazy.
Oh, yeah. It's normally that stuff is trash. But, man, that one was just, for whatever reason, I'm like, oh, this is just hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
Opens
his eyes, peeks at her, and he pulls her out. "Fuck you, bitch."
Like, not today. Not today. Because then he reaches into her pocket and grabs the necklace or whatever it was, and then dumps her right head first. Oh man, yeah. That's hour one in the books already. We're already rolling along. Again, much love to you guys in the chat. I'd rifle off your guys' names again, but I'd stumble all over it, and then of course, I would feel like a jackass. So I'm just, y'all are lovely. Y'all are absolutely lovely for being here and tuning in, of course. So let's go ahead and start off how we normally do with hour two. You got some tales from the game store this week, or you got something in the sack this week, Perry?
Or both.
Or both.
I don't even know. In the sack, yeah. I bought this stupid Rainbow Bright for my wife off eBay. And it's just brand new, sealed, whatever, full price. I was like, all right, I'll buy it here instead of Amazon. Bro, the fucking thing it's fake. It's counterfeit.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Wow.
No kidding. I got a funny story along those lines too, but go ahead.
I contacted eBay and they were, I contacted eBay, opened a case, a return case. I just wrote, these are counterfeit. And I got pictures of the real ones and put them with the pictures of these. And then the seller immediately was like, oh my God, I had no idea. You know, I just got a card of them and, you know, I didn't open them. They were sealed and blah, blah, blah. And he goes, some other lady told me they were also counterfeit. I'm like, why are you still selling them then? So he refunded me, but he's still selling this shit.
Yeah.
They're all full of shit over there. They just, they want to see if you're going to actually realize it and return it.
Yeah, because probably about 75% of the people that buy it are probably not keen with that shit like you are.
That happened to Frank too last summer. He bought King of the Hill, the whole series. Everything was sealed, whatever.
Yep.
And we're opening it. And then there's one with like a fucking background with like a beach on the disc, like printed on. I'm like, what the fuck is this? It's like a homemade like disc with King of the Hill on it or whatever. So
I ran
into and they refunded him.
I ran into that years ago, and I'm not a big anime guy. I never was, but there were a couple of shows that I really liked, and one of them was I forget the Japanese name of it, but in the States it was called the Ronin Warriors. Okay. And love that show. And of course, trying to get like complete collections of the series is insanely difficult. You know, they did a lot of single releases. I'm sure they might have put out complete box sets, but I found a collection of it online on eBay and it looked legit. And I'm like, oh, hell yeah. And it was a complete series and it was a good price. Of course, I get it in, open it up, look at it. And I'm like, oh, okay, this is, and it was somebody, they put in the time for it, like with the case and everything like that. And it almost appeared legit, but you could definitely tell it wasn't, so it was definitely the classic definition of a counterfeit. And I messaged the guy and this and that. And of course he blew me off. I ended up leaving him negative feedback and just left it at that. Because I'm like, this isn't a legit thing, whatever. Cause the dude got his money, but it was like, it wasn't so bad, but it was a complete series. And it was just like, whatever. All right, I'm going to keep it. I'm not going to return it. But yeah, that shit's out there, man. A lot of people will make bank on that shit because you got people who aren't in the know.
This was $30. On Amazon it was $40, and Amazon's legit. They're selling the actual thing. And I was like, oh, I could save $10. No, screw that. So I got all my money back, and I got this. He didn't want it back, so I got at least I got it. And I put it on my home theater.
Yeah, I mean, you got the. Ultimately, in the end of the day, it sucks that it's counterfeit, but you got the complete collection. As long as it's a decent rip, it doesn't matter,
Yeah.
So, but is that all you got in the sack this week?
Let's see. I got this Clean and Sober Michael Keaton. I didn't watch it yet, but I ripped it, put it on the home theater. Michael Keaton, it's got to be good.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got my wife. I bought her a Major League, one of her favorite movies, on 4K.
Hey,
Major League was such a good movie.
Pretty dope.
So there, and the Rainbow Bright's hers, obviously. I don't watch this shit. That's the whole thing. I bought it for her, and then it ends up being a counterfeit.
Yeah, right. We all know why he wants it, because he's a pony.
Well, I got something because you're and everybody here. Obviously, we're all into movies and shit like that. But I got one because I know you get a lot of horror movies too, Perry. And this will be something for everybody to check out because it was funny because I came across it. I was watching something else and somebody had mentioned the movie High Tension. Has anyone seen this film?
No.
It is it is one of the original. I want to say it was 3 or 4 films that kicked off the French extreme gore subgenre that was big in horror, like the mid to late 2000s, early 2010s. And Martyrs is a part of that. Now, Martyrs is a soul crushing film. I have never sat and watched a film where I was just like, oh, good Lord. Like I felt awful after watching that movie. It was just one of those ones where it was just like, what the fuck did I witness? And not in a, oh, this is absolutely ridiculous Human Centipede kind of way. Like, oh Lord, this is like a Serbian film kind of shit. But High Tension is a French slasher movie, and it is one of the most intense slasher movies I have ever fucking seen. And it's, if you can track it down, because I just got a copy of it again, because I asked about that too, real quick before we get into everything else. I had bought the film when it come out because my mom had seen the trailer, and then she had showed me, it's like, oh, we got to see this. I bought it for her when it came out on DVD. And then after she had passed away, a lot of her stuff disappeared. And that was one of them, because I was like, oh, I wanted this film. Well, I came across it again, found it. It was like on Amazon. I got it for $11. So if you guys can track this down, it's just, you're in for a ride if horror's your thing. So that's definitely something y'all got to check out. I'm putting that out there for the chat too. Anybody into horror films, High Tension. Yeah. And it's like in the addition of the DVD, because it comes out, it's dubbed, but then it also has the unrated subtitled version. And it's just like, holy crap. Oh, and Stevie Mac in here, I saw The Devil. Yes, I've seen that film. That's really good. I've seen The Devil, or I saw The Devil. That was a good one. But yeah, I will not. And no problem, Milfman. He likes the recommendation. But yeah, it's High Tension is definitely highly recommended. So,
well, of course, because he watches them with the MILFs, and then when they get scared, they jump right in his arm. He's got exactly
that, and that's a smart, and that's why they're date night movies. That's a perfect thing.
Yeah. It's like the circle of life.
My wife could not roll her eyes any harder at that comment right there.
Oh.
She rolled her eyes so hard I thought they were going to roll out of her head. All right, so we got Terrifier films. Noof, yes, of course, those are great. You know, that first one, that kill they did in the first film where they had the chick chained up. I won't go any further than that. That was gnarly, man. And I had seen that with my buddy. He had told me about it. He came over, and I think they were streaming it. It was like on Hulu or Tubi or something. So it was like, we'll check it out. I mean, yeah, it was like, okay, it's free. What do we got to lose? And we're just watching, just eyes wide, like, holy shit, the stuff they were pulling. Yeah, it was definitely
every movie after that gets even crazier. It's insane.
Oh yeah. Because I haven't seen 3 yet, but I've seen 1 and 2. I still got to see 3. So
I bought the movie Eternal Sunshine with Jim Carrey.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God,
we watched it. And I was like, what the fuck am I watching, dude? Like,
oh, that was so good.
You liked it. I couldn't understand it. All I know is this guy is getting his brain zapped. They're having sex in front of him. I'm like, what the fuck?
It was a mind fuck of a movie, dude.
I sent it back.
You know what? There's a good one with Jim Carrey. Ever seen the one called Numbers? That was good.
Yeah,
number 43.
Yo, Numbers was a good movie.
Yeah,
number 43. That movie was nuts.
That was crazy.
Number 43, number 23.
Or was it 23?
23.
Then the number 43 was like a skit comedy film then or something. I get those two.
Was it Room 403?
You're thinking about
movie
43.
Yeah, movie 43. It was a skit comedy film. And it was just off the wall. They had a bunch of big name actors in it.
Yeah, Hugh Jackman with the testicles on his chin.
Yes, that's it. Oh my God, it was wild.
Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, it was good stuff.
Huge Jackman.
Huge Jackman.
He loves the Majestic, of course. The Majestic was really good.
Oh my God.
And got a lot. We're going into a movie podcast here now. We're just talking about movies.
We're about to.
One of these nights, we'll have to do that. We'll change it to like movies ain't easy or something, just to talk about movies. We'll have to do that one of these nights and just riff about movies. But moving along, because of course we're a gaming podcast, so we're going to talk about games. And of course, this is a segment we always have: games you should play before you die. The whole weekly joy where we're telling everybody what they need to play before they die. Noof, give us one to start off with. What's a game you should play before you die this week?
That's easy. I'm going to start with one of my all-time favorites, and that is Rise of the Tomb Raider.
All right, Rise of the Tomb Raider.
The best of the trilogy, in my personal opinion. Shadow was great, but I think Rise was the pinnacle of the franchise. Just the setting, the everything. That game was just insane. I played that game multiple times on different platforms. It's just the pinnacle of the Tomb Raider reversion and the reboot, so to speak. I definitely put that up there. And if you're going to try another game after that, I'm just going to say Batman Arkham Knight.
Okay. Yeah, and the Arkham series as a whole was real good. But yeah, Knight was really good. That was really good.
It's crazy how good Arkham Knight still looks today. It looks like find on this gen of consoles than on what did that come up originally on the Xbox One, right? PS4. But yeah, that looks shit.
I think that was the first
yesterday. So good, man. Honest to God.
Oh yeah. All of them, even like the 360 and PS3 games in the Arkham series, they aged incredibly well. Yeah. Incredibly well. All right. What about you, Wicked? What do you got for us this week? What's a game you should play before you die?
Oh, well, there's two versions of the game, but I'm specifically going to be talking about the Xbox version, and that is Conker's Bad Fur Day. Loaded. Because you may not be able to play online, but playing with bots is just as fun. You get the same experience. And let me tell you, there will never be a game like that ever again.
Nope.
Ever. Unless they recreate it, no one ain't making that again. And it is just over the top, funny. It's go play it. And just start off by doing the D-Day mission. That'll just
my God.
For you.
Dude. So because I still have the N64 cartridge, that version of the game. I got it when it came out. I pre-ordered it, had to, because I just saw the commercials for this game. I'm like, this looks insane. And everything about it was perfect. It was funny because there were times where I would play it and then like my mom would walk into the room or whatever and be like, what the fuck is going on here? Is that a flower with gigantic tits? And I'm like,
I know. You got a fertilizer, Mom.
Yep. Oh yeah, it was so. Oh man, it was so good. I will. Man. Oh yeah, I will never not sing enough praises about Conker's Bad Fur Day. I love it. I'm so glad that they put the Xbox version on the Rare Replay, because it's like it gave everybody a chance to like experience it that maybe wasn't able to experience it even on the Xbox. I think they called it just Reloaded or whatever on Xbox. But it's so good. Oh my God. It's a typical Rare collectathon when you boil it down. But just the shit they got away with in that game, and that game would not fly today.
Well, even the first part. Remember with the paint can and the fucking pitchfork, and they get him to hang himself, and he puts himself in the noose, and then he realizes he can't fucking die because he don't have a neck. He's like, oh, I don't have a neck.
Yep.
Or Talos. That line was fucking funny.
Talos here is saying he did not play Conker. Track down the Rare Replay because it's on there. That'll be the easiest way you can play it. And just you need to.
Nintendo fucking endorsed that and put that out. Like that was one of those wow moments. You know what I mean?
Yeah. They were like way behind that game too. Like it was just when it was like, okay, yeah, they're trying to dip their toes in the mature side of the pool. You had our to come out and this and that. But yeah, that was just oh my God. And then Nintendo was just like, yep, this is a Nintendo exclusive until, of course, Rare got bought out. But, oh my God. It's just the Great Mighty Pooh is probably one of my favorite boss fights in gaming just in general. Just the song he sings is just so epic.
He's a big piece of shit, and he's even got corn fucking for teeth.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Oh my God. It was so...
And you're tossing toilet paper in his mouth. It's hilarious.
Oh yeah, you beat him by tossing toilet paper at him. Oh my God, so good.
The pinnacle of gaming.
Great pick, Wicked. What do you got for us, Perry?
I'm gonna go with Jet Moto on the PlayStation.
Oh,
okay.
Fucking hell yeah, dude. Jet Moto.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Dude, what a great
And that's
game.
a franchise that needs to come back. Those were some fun racing games.
You'd think you would bring some of the older stuff back. I'm tired of this PS3 shit, but what are you gonna do, right?
Yeah. I mean, hell, even if you just list it on the network as like a PS1 classic, that would be enough. At least
I think it's up there.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I think you can play it on PS5.
Oh, okay. Well, then, yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's definitely.
They should remake it or something, man. Like that's BS.
Oh,
like,
they
it's
are.
A small game. You can remake that thing.
Yeah, and hell, you bump it up to like today's standards, man. That would be absolutely gorgeous. That would be like F-Zero, like later F-Zero game levels of gorgeous. You know, that would be a whole lot of fun. Excellent. Well, I'm going to do my point where I get on the camera here for the few minutes that I get on camera every week, because I'm going to go like super old school here. I'm going to have to hold the label up to the camera because I've got a Master System game here.
Oh, I have that game. That's an awesome game.
Oh yeah, I had it for a while now. I started buying up a bunch of Master System stuff, but I love the Shinobi series in general. But and funny enough, when I took the family to Galloping Ghosts out here, the first game I played at Ghosts was Shinobi. But I just love what they did with the Master System version, because it kind of took. I mean, it was definitely a competent arcade port of it, but then they gave you a life bar, so it kind of eased it up a bit, so it wasn't as brutally difficult as the arcade game. But yeah, man, everybody's got to, even if you find somewhere where you can check out the arcade port, whatever. Hell, even if you've got an NES and you can track down a copy of the Tengen version.
I see it. Never mind.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What's that? He must be having a conversation elsewhere.
Uh-oh.
But yeah, it's definitely I highly recommend one old school classic. You either play the arcade port, play the Master System version, or the even the Tengen NES version. You can't go wrong with the OG Shinobi. So
I still have it, man. I got that as a kid, the Master System and everything.
Yeah, and that's the thing that drove me nuts, because like I didn't have a Master System as a kid. I knew I had a couple of these when I was a kid that had it. And I was like, oh, okay, this is like Nintendo. Of course, being a kid, didn't think nothing of it. But when I really started getting into like hunting down games and collecting games, I started tracking down Master System stuff. I'm like, okay, yeah, because there was a lot of classic stuff to check it out. And then when I started actually like sitting down and playing these games, I'm like, a lot of the ports, like Rampage was an amazing port on the Master System, much better than the NES version.
I have that as well. It's funny you mentioned that, because I got the Master System. My grandparents were friends. They had a friend who had like teenage to adult sons or whatever, and they got a newer console. I forgot what the hell they got, and they were like, we want to get rid of the Master System. So they sold it to my grandparents for super cheap. So I go to the house one day, and they got a box full of the Master System is in there, a ton of games. And
oh shit!
The only game that I bought new was Rampage, because I told my mom, I was like, I want Rampage on Master System, because I saw a screenshot somewhere in some ad.
Yeah.
My mom had to call Sega and order that game directly to the house.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, and it came in a red background. The Master System games came usually in a white gradient background.
Yeah, with the white, yeah.
This was a red background with white gradient going across. I still have it, so.
Yeah, I don't have the case.
Fantastic
I just have
game.
the cartridge. But I prefer that arcade port over the Nintendo one. It's funny because
the Nintendo one is.
Yeah, I mean it is what it is. It's an NES port, but yeah, the outside of the actual arcade game, it's the Master System version is the superior version. And it's funny because again, going back to a couple of weeks ago when we were out at Ghosts, I introduced my son to the Rampage games. We played the original one for a little bit, but we spent like probably about an hour playing World Tour. He's like, "Oh, Dad, I love this." Game. Yeah,
it's funny that came out when I was a teenager in high school, and I was like, "Holy shit!" Like I was a kid playing the original now, and my mom used to play the original back in the day when she was a teenager. So I played as a kid, and then I'm playing as a teenager World Tour, and World Tour was fucking awesome. I love that game.
Yeah, because World Tour came out and now I didn't play World Tour in the arcade game when it came out because I want to say it was like late 90s, so I think I'd already graduated and arcades were becoming scarce. But yeah, I remember a buddy of mine had it on N64. I'm just like, oh, they redid Rampage. This is so cool. And then I'm playing World Tour, and then you have the hot looking scientist chick in between cutscenes, and I'm like, oh, this is phenomenal. I love this. And like I said, my son was all about it. So I keep telling him I got to hook up the OG Xbox. I have the Midway Arcade Classics, and that's on there. So it's like, yeah, we gotta play World Tour again. But yeah, Rampage is definitely awesome. The only arcade port that I need to hunt down for Master System, and then I'll be happy because I brought up a bunch of Master System stuff, was their version of Ghouls and Ghosts.
Right.
So and then I'll be happy, and then I think I can be done. I can put away buying up Master System stuff because I have Shinobi, I got Rampage, I got I'd have to go through all the ones I got, but I know the one I have the Master System version of Altered Beast. Of course, I got Afterburner and what's the helicopter one? I can't remember.
Choplifter or Thunderblade.
No, Thunderblade.
I had both those, so I know.
Yeah. And then Space Harrier. So definitely loves me some Master.
A funny Master System story. My buddy, he collects all the Master System games. Like he could buy like a house with all the games he's got because of all the value that everything's worth. Dude, he was collecting the Master System games with this blue label on them. And apparently if you had the blue label on it, that was, you called from Sega and got it directly. Yeah, that was on the white labels. Now, if you have those blue labels, they're worth a ton of money for collectors.
Yeah, because to get the blue labels in the States, you had to call Sega, but those were international releases.
Yep.
And then they used that blue label because like it was still big in like Brazil and shit. So they were putting out newer games like MK3 and
this was Sonic, which was also a newer game. And he was online, and somebody locally had Sonic with the blue label.
Oh,
so wow. he told the lady, "I'll be there in 15 minutes." Right?
Yeah,
dude. He gets there. The lady goes, "Oh yeah, I cleaned up the case for you. There was a blue label. I threw it away." And he was like, "No,
no, oh man,
like Jesus, lady, like come on, just leave it alone."
Yeah, you don't touch stuff like that. You just ruined it.
Yeah. Well, she just threw out like $1,000 right there.
Yeah, no shit. But man, and that'll have to be another topic for another time too. Just talking about Master System and stuff. But yeah, because I'm sure we can jaw all night about that too, and then get Wicked into it because I'm sure he probably has no idea what we're talking about. Because he's a youngin'.
Not a damn clue.
Oh, well, we'll fix that in June. We'll have you play all the consoles.
Yep. Oh, man, yeah. Hell yeah.
He's going to do Breaking Bread with Dread while he's playing the Master System.
Nice.
That'd be so lit.
That would be awesome. Hell yeah. All right. Well, now we've reached the point of the show. Everybody knows what time it is. And RWK dropping an eggplant in there for that with a helicopter. So there was something about Choplifter and an eggplant, but we know what the eggplant means. It's that time, everybody. Get your questions ready for Game Pass Man here because he's a-coming. And he's, of course, going to spread his love of Game Pass and subscriptions and saving the city with subscriptions any second now. And I'm going to second. I'm going to second what Shinobi 3, and I know we were riffing off of Chrissy Bakley there because I think, they mentioned Shinobi 3. That opening was incredible, yes. But now Game Pass Man, yes, we can hear him. He's chopping at the bit.
Yes, I am approaching like a meteor about to hit Earth. It's a bird. It's a plane. No, it's none of those things. It is.
It's back
And
in
I'm
2001.
here in front of the quick stop.
Oh, he's at the quick stop.
And I got $30, little man. Put that in my hand. Game pass, game pass, game pass, game pass, game pass.
Actually, Xbox
I got
Live.
an old school Game
Holy
Pass
shit.
card. You see this? Look at that. That's old. Oh, you
See,
probably
it
can't
did
see
really
it.
exist in the past, guys.
Oh, look at this.
He
This
did.
is what I hand out at Halloween. You know, these are expired. Xbox 360 guys. I go, here you go. Trick or treat, little bitch.
Even with the avatars on the card and everything.
Oh my god, yes, dude. I got these and I say it and they're unscratched. It's unreal. Unreal. Well, anyway, folks, I'm just here hanging out at my local little quick stop mart, and I was just figured I'd call into the boys, see what's going on in their neck of the woods, because it's a little bit of a downtime right now. Not too much
I
crime.
didn't know you knew Jay and Silent Bob.
Yeah, they're my boys. They're my boys. I pick up from them. They got some good stuff down here. We have a lot of fun.
I think they're waiting for you to twerk for them.
I think so too.
That's right, baby. I'm gonna be snapping my neck. Everyone's gonna be breaking their necks, looking back at Game Pass, man, breaking it down.
Oh man,
that is correct.
So I didn't even realize you were that close in vicinity. Quick stop over there. So that's pretty impressive.
Yep. If you just wait long enough and you click your heels together 3 times, you can go anywhere you want, Papa. That is correct.
But I guess my first question for you then is, being that you're standing in front of the quick stop, are they really open? They constantly assure us that they're open, but are they really open?
I've spoken with the management, and with a good heart, I can say we assure you we are still open for business, baby. The cash is still green, and we're still taking it in, baby. We might have a little other couple services in the back that you might be interested in, but you'll have to let me know because I can give you the passcode. Those things are off limits. I can't discuss them any further than right now. But we're in business.
Oh man! So who's got a question for Game Pass Man tonight? What do we got on? What do we got for him?
What do we have, folks? What do we have? I hope you got a permit. No permit. No permit. I'm just hanging out until the cops come.
Okay, Game Pass Man, I need to know, will there be more price increases this year? That's a big one.
Oh, without a doubt. Does Phil take a shit and wipe his ass? I think that speaks for itself. I think you're going to see price hikes. I can't tell you how much to prepare you, but they're definitely going up. I mean, there is nothing but pure value on Team Green. I don't see it any other way. You're going to want to pay more. That's what it is. You're going to want to pay more, and we're going to be gladly accepting it. That is right, baby. That is right. Line up and hand it over.
Now it is funny. Because you mentioned that you said Phil wipes his ass. Now, see, I've heard conflicting stories. I have heard him tell people that he doesn't wipe his ass because he doesn't let shit bother him.
I heard he shits cabbage.
I don't
you know, you can only let shit not bother you so long until the itchy bum gets you. And it's like father time. Itchy bum always gets you. So wipe well. Don't be Phil.
Gotta wipe well.
Don't be Phil.
Maybe get the man. We got a question coming in from RWK.
Game Pass, man. Why in the fuck do I have to have Game Pass to play online?
Oh, yeah, because he doesn't have it.
That's the whole... Listen. Why are we going to sit here and offer you another tier of a service for lower when we can just combine it all as one, jack the price up, and then you don't see anything but value, and you just keep handing it over? Listen, that credit card is as good as gold, baby, because it keeps swiping. And you want to know what? We have a special debit machine and a special credit machine. I go right over. I go debit or credit. It doesn't matter because it's going right down Philly's cheeks. Whoop!
Yeah.
Oh man, this is one of those. Sorry, Phil. This is one of those chip cards. Real quick, stay still. You're gonna feel.
If it's a chip card, you got to leave it in his ass for 5 seconds.
Oh my God.
Once you hear the beep, you can remove the card, folks. It's as easy as that. And like that, your payment has gone through. You can enjoy the game, sir. You can enjoy your services.
Oh my! But what the hell in Phil's ass is gonna beep to let you know that the start?
Listen. Elon Musk is a smarter man than you think, and we got butt chips. Yeah, we got butt chips.
Oh jeez.
Yeah, we're putting butt chips in people. It is just a cleaner, more natural way of just processing money, and I think I'm all for it. I'm here for the future. The future is now, old man.
The future is now, apparently.
That's right.
We got
baby.
a comment
That's
coming in
right.
for you from Venom Dave here.
All right, what's Venom Dave got? Said just like Phil, you're gonna wanna what?
Marijuana.
Said just like Phil, you're gonna wanna. The only thing I'm gonna want to do is take Phil out back and have my way with him. We got this big hot-shaped bed, and it's green.
Oh my
God! You
God.
don't even want to know how much that fucking costs to make it green. They only come in red. But you know what I'm saying? Daddy does a little bit of sweet talking up back. Anyway, so then we got the bed, and it's been nothing but a great time, my friend. And you know what happens to be rolling upon us? Valentine's Day, baby.
Oh
and they're
my
making
God.
the holiday green this year. It's not about red. Green roses. And then Phil's getting slimed. I'm about to pull the lever like Nickelodeon.
Oh my God. Oh, we got
Game Pass, man. What does the inside of Satya Nadella's washroom look like? You know, it's weird as it sounds, Satya Nadella is obsessed with Nutella. And what he does is he smears Nutella on his butt cheeks and he paints his wall with it. It is the weirdest thing I've ever seen. When you walk in, it's like that. It's like the movie Dumb and Dumber. It's like this shit everywhere. You think it's shit, but then it's really not shit. You can take a graham cracker and scrape that sucker off if you're into
Good smelling shit, though.
Yeah.
It could.
Nutella.
It could have mixed. We don't know.
But you're getting a surprise with every bite, apparently. Good old Nutella Sackalak.
Satya Nadella's got a Nutella room, and let me tell you, it's one Freaky Friday in there.
Wow.
GP, man, can I get a happy ending with the premium tier? My friend, we are... You know, it's funny, my friend. We actually canceled the family plan in order to make the plan you are now talking about. It is going to be available in the summertime, and you are going to be able to enjoy it, where you get actually one free photo of Game Pass, man, a month. And let me tell you, they are must-haves. You're going to want to add them to your library like they're over on PlayStation free games, if you know what I'm saying, baby.
Oh, Lord.
Right. Yeah.
Wow.
Baby.
Oh.
Instead of Neuralink, it's asshole link. That is true, my friend. It is asshole link. And let me tell you, wait till you get the tap. The tap's just going to be, I'm going to bend the card back and just give Phil a little over the card. Tap. Bow. Bow.
We got him rolling in.
TP, man. We see the zombie deer get killed 7 years ago. What the fuck? Where is State of Decay? State of Decay is what is decaying.
It's in a state of decay.
It's in a state of decay in Phil's ass. That's why he keeps these rancid bots always in the office, because it just stinks of shit. That game's got to go, baby. If I see that deer, you know what? I want to see the deer kill her. I hope he dodges the bullet. She jams the gun, and that deer just gores that bitch. And I'd be like, yeah! Like all the Xbox fanboys outside of Microsoft when they're like, Game Pass, man, we love you! And I'm like, shut the fuck up, losers! Trying to fucking beat off the pictures of Phil!
Oh, man.
Bro. I heard the original E-Day was when Phil forgot to take his Imodium before the date with Game Pass, man, at Chipotle.
Oh man, dude, that was the emergency day. Let me tell you, he ran into the bathroom so damn fast and he didn't make it, my friend. He didn't make it. He shit everywhere. And then this little Asian man is walking and he slipped in it and he couldn't get up. So he kept rolling in it and everyone was like, "What's wrong with you? Get up." He's like, I can't. I'm covered in shit. So yeah, that was E-Day. That was the exact day that he
I would call that AD day, ass destruction day. Jesus Christ.
The ass destruction day, dude. Oh man, Chipotle was needed.
Chipotle.
You didn't have it.
Oh, well, before we get to this next one here, before we finish out, Noof just dropping in saying he's got to run, and he's already gone. Okay, well,
and he's gone.
Well, thanks to Noof for popping in. Again, make sure you're tuning in starting in February to his channel for his show on Sundays. That'll be a good time. So I was hoping he would give us a send off, but apparently he had to run. So good for him. Glad he made it in, and glad to see him, and glad to see he's starting up a new show. And that's definitely good. Let's get back to all of the stuff for Game Pass, man. Though Dreadpool in here saying he's got something special planned for Valentine's Day.
Ooh.
So maybe we can inquire him later as to what that is. But
Valentine's Day on the Tuesday.
But Game Pass man already letting us know that he's got plans for Valentine's Day, but you might have to shift some things around to see what Dreadpool's got going on. But here we got something here.
Like that Dreadpool. Shit. All right, I heard Phil went to the ER because Satya broke his hot dog off in Phil's ass. Yes, actually, you know what's the craziest thing? You might have heard of it, you might have not heard of it on the street, but Phil and Satya created this thing called hot dogging. So it's where actually Phil lays down on his belly and Satya just puts his, right between the cheeks. And then, we just, Saturdays really are for the boys. They really are for the boys.
Oh, no. Oh, Lord.
That's why Noof left.
Because he was throwing up. But you know what?
No, Noof left because they're talking about this.
Weak stomach, big bitch. All right. Game Pass man, are you hiding out with the bushwhackers? Funny face. Well, listen, I don't get bushwhacked. I bushwhack. So, you know what? One time, Satya was in the office. He walked outside in the parking lot. I hid. And I said, bitch! And I Roman Reigns Superman punched him because he was talking bad about my boyfriend, Phil. And I didn't appreciate it. So when you take advantage of my honey, I'm coming for your ass. Let that be a message to everybody. Y'all talk south about my boy, Phil. There's going to be hands. You're going to catch skin. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? God. Let me tell you. Daddy's got endurance. All I do is fight.
So you are the whacker and not the whack-e.
You know what? I'm not afraid to get wet in both ponds, my friend.
Oh my
Never
God.
a doubt. Never a doubt.
Oh, Lord.
I'll dip a toe in each one.
Oh.
All right then. Oh man.
Hell
All right,
yeah.
so I got one last question for you before you sign off, Game Pass man, because we all know what's happening in June. You're taking on eShop man. Have you begun your training yet?
Yeah, I've begun my training. I've watched a little bit of film. The guy is as slow as molasses. I'm not too worried about that.
That's true.
I just got to make sure he doesn't pin me in a corner or put me on my back for too long because he's a bigger man than me. But let me tell you, I'm a little quick. Might have to give him, the old rope-a-dope. And then I'm just going to take that Nintendo Switch out of his hands and clock his ass with it. And then after that, I'm going to choke his ass out just like John Cena. Just going to put him out.
If we can't get the ring, it'll be a hardcore match.
Oh my God.
No. You know what? F the ring. I want the street fight like out back like John Cena. All the cars. I want everyone's cars in a circle. And I'm going to straight up like spine buster him like Batista. Boom! Right on the front of it.
Well, you're definitely going to jail.
Truck.
Yeah. You say this like you got it planned out like that, and like the John Cena match, but it's going to end up like the WCW Junkyard Brawl match.
Oh my God! There's gonna be signs of Game Pass man wins, we riot. I'll be like, I'm gonna throw my shirt in the crowd. They're gonna throw it back. I'm gonna be like, fuck.
Bro, there was a fucking explosion in that match.
Yeah, yeah. That was ridiculous.
Finley was fighting and Sandman was. I was like, who the fuck?
Yeah, it was insane.
Oh my God, that would be a riot.
All right, we got a last one coming in. We got a last one coming in for you from Milkman here.
Cougar Man, me and Jay and Silent Bob acknowledge you. All right, Game Pass man, what is your plan to get the MILFs and Cougars to sign up for Game Pass?
Oh man.
So I've actually thought about this. This has been in the back of my mind for some time now. So what we did was, naturally, we have a lot of money down here at the Microsoft. You know that. We know that. I don't need to tell you that. But here's where the fucking facts lie, my friend. We partnered up with the Golden Banana. Bada bing, a bada boom, my friend. Can I get a, oh, yeah? Because that's what's up, baby. That's how we're getting them down there. And that's how we're keeping them down there, baby.
We've given that guy so much fucking fruit press.
They don't
no kidding.
Baby.
Oh Lord. Well, Game Pass man, I'm sure you've got to get back to spreading the word of Game Pass all over the city, and maybe even get Jay and Silent Bob to sign up back there for you. I know you got a lot of work you got to do.
Yep, definitely. I appreciate it. Let me come on the show tonight, boys. I think they're getting busy back there. Hey, why don't you waiting for me? I want to take a couple puffs of those things. All right, my boys are lighting up back there. Daddy's got to go light up so we can fly, baby. But if I gotta leave you with one thing, I might leave you with this very thing, my friends, and it is time to sign the fuck up.
I like how his mic clips every time he does that.
Oh yeah, he's peaking so hard that it just cuts. It's like, oh man. When he does that, he's gonna have to buy himself like a mixer so he can dial himself way down in the mix just to do the best part.
Oh yeah.
Or keep it in and just keep the humor of the clipping alive. Oh my Lord. It's always something. Oh my goodness.
Should try to get Tony Schiavone to call this match.
Oh my Lord. You know what? Being that he might come at a reasonable price now. I mean,
I know.
Oh man. Tony Schiavone calling Game Pass man versus eShop man. How fucking epic would that be?
Holy shit, fans.
Never in all my years. And still Hulk Hogan, he can go to hell.
Yeah.
Oh man.
He's actually in hell right now.
He actually is in hell, so he did exactly what I told him. He can go straight to hell.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Hey boys.
You made it back.
Yep, I made it back. I made it. Just had to answer
missed
the door.
out on
There was
Game
some.
Pass man again.
Yeah, Noof left too.
Yeah.
So
Man, I missed out on that. I missed out on Game Pass again. But hey, there was some muscly on Paperboy at the door. I was like,
Well then.
Yeah, it's like my buddy Herbert the pervert.
Oh God.
Hey-o.
Look at those nice juicy hams.
It's the Paperboy here to deliver the good news.
what are you, Herbert the pervert?
Yep, that's exactly what he's doing. Oh Lord.
Get your fat ass back here.
Oh no.
Oh God.
Well, that's another one in the books, fellas. Yep. So let's sign off and let everybody get to bed or get to gaming, whatever you got to do. Once again, thanks to Noof Nukem for popping in. Again, stay tuned to his channel. February starts his solo show on Sunday morning, so make sure you're tuned into that. But you know the drill at this point. Wicked, you lead us off. Let everybody know where you can be, where they can find you at when you ain't here Tuesday nights on Gamin Ain't Easy.
All right. Well, you can find me in the usual places, baby, like PlayStation and Xbox and Nintendo. But don't forget YouTube, baby. I stream here and there, but nothing consistent. But yeah, you know what? What's a good time? You'll show up.
Yep.
But anyway, you can catch me there. You can catch me here every Tuesday, baby.
Hell yeah. And again, make sure you're liking and subscribing and all that stuff to check out Wicked's Wicked streams. It's always a good time. Of course, Mr. Xbox Lover 69 here, the busiest man on the panel. Let everybody know where they can find you at when you're not here Tuesday nights on Gamin' Ain't Easy.
On the YouTube channel, The Game Complainers, every Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern. Myself, Frank, Anthony, and Fred. And I will be streaming the Resident Evil showcase this Thursday at around 4:45 p.m. Eastern. And I will be covering the Xbox showcase on January 22nd at whatever the hell time that starts.
I think is it 1? Is it 1 p.m. Eastern?
Probably 1 p.m. But I'll be live for that.
Nice.
And we'll be live tomorrow night for the Game Complainers podcast around 10 p.m. Eastern. So check us out there.
Yeah. Make sure you're tuning in, of course, everybody. And of course, y'all know where to find me because you're here. You tuned in. So of course you know where to find me. And at that, much love to everybody in the chat. You guys have all been absolutely amazing tonight, as you always are. Give yourselves a pat on the back, a round of applause. Too many names for me to rifle off, and I'm not going to screw that up. So we love you all. And you guys are all the reason we keep this going, because we got such love for you guys for tuning in.
That's right.
Every Tuesday night. And that'll be that. We will see you all next Tuesday. Much love. Keep on gaming and all of that good shit. And we'll see you then. Take it easy, everybody. Later.
Peace. Oh, yeah.